Hello, and welcome to another lesson from Level Up Mathematics. In today's lesson, we will be exploring simplifying algebraic expressions. So, an algebraic expression is a collection of terms separated by addition or subtraction. So I might have something like 4x plus 5 minus 7 plus 8x. This is an algebraic expression, and you can see we have 4 individual terms, and they're all separated by either plus or minus. Now, a like term is a term with the same variable and raised to the same power. So in our previous example, we have 4x and 8x. Those are like terms. They have the same variable x, and x is both raised to the first power. Say we had negative 5x squared and 2x squared. Those are also like terms because we both have the variable x. They're both raised to the 2 power. In our first example, we have 5 and negative 7. Those are like terms because neither of them have a variable. So they're called constant terms. They're like terms. Now, when we're simplifying, excuse me, we can simplify algebraic expressions by combining like terms. So here's what that means. In problem A, we have 5x plus 7 plus 6x plus 2. And what we can do is we can combine the 5x and the 6x because those are like terms. And then we can combine the 7 and the 2 because those are like terms. And so what we can do is go from an expression that had 4 terms down to an expression that had 2 terms. So 5x plus 6x is 11x. 7 plus 2 is 9. All right. In problem B, excuse me, we have 7y plus 4 minus 2y plus 10. Now I'm going to rewrite this as an addition problem. This is 7y plus 4 plus negative 2y plus 10. And now I'm going to combine the like terms, 7y plus negative 2y, and then 4 plus 10. So 7y plus negative 2y is positive 5y, and 4 plus 10 gives me 14. 5y plus 14. All right, problem C. 6m minus 2 minus 9m minus 8. So I'm going to rewrite the subtraction as addition of the opposite. So 6m minus 2 becomes 6m plus negative 2 plus negative 9m plus negative 8. So I rewrote it, all the subtraction as addition of the opposite. Then I'm going to put 6m plus negative 9m and negative 2 plus negative 8. So 6m plus negative 9m would be negative 3m, and negative 2 plus negative 8 would be negative 10. Now, in our final answer, we don't ever leave double signs. So you don't want to leave something like plus a negative. Plus a negative is the same thing as minus. So this would be negative 3m minus 10. All right, problem D, negative 6x minus 7 plus x minus 3. So the first thing I want to do is rewrite all of the subtraction as addition of the opposite. So this would be negative 6x plus negative 7 plus x plus negative 3. Then I'm going to combine negative 6x plus x and negative 7 plus negative 3. So remember, x is understood 1x. So negative 6 plus 1 would be negative 5x plus negative 10. But we don't want to leave a double operation in our final answer, plus negative. We're going to rewrite this as negative 5x minus 10. All right, pause the video and try problem E and F on your own. When you're done, press play to come back and check your answers. All right, welcome back. Let's see how you did. In E, I rewrote this as negative 4y plus negative 2 plus negative 3y plus 8. Then I combined negative 4y plus negative 3y in my first parenthesis, and I combined negative 2 plus 8 in my second parenthesis. So that gave me negative 7y. Negative 2 plus 8 is positive 6. All right, so if you got anything wrong on that one, pause the video and correct it, and then come back for problem F. All right, in problem F, I rewrote this as 8r plus negative 5 plus negative 8r plus negative 10. Then I combined 8r plus negative 8r, and then I combined negative 5 plus negative 10. Well, 8r plus negative 8r is 0, and negative 5 plus negative 10 is negative 15. So that was your final answer in problem F. Now, the last thing I want to talk about today with algebraic expressions is how to evaluate them. So in our first example, we simplified a long expression down into a smaller expression. In our second example, we're going to be evaluating expressions. So to evaluate an algebraic expression means to find the value of the expression by substituting numbers in for the variables. For example, they might give you evaluate fx plus 2 for x equals 3. So in these type of problems, when you're evaluating, they're always going to give you the value for the variable. Okay, if they don't, then there's no way you can find the value of an algebraic expression without knowing what the value is. So in problem A, we have x divided by 2 minus 6, and they want us to evaluate this for x equals negative 8. So what you'll do is you'll write your original expression and replace the x with parentheses. Then you'll substitute in whatever they told you the value of x was. All right? Then you evaluate that. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4 minus 6. So remember to rewrite subtraction as addition of the opposite. So negative 4 minus 6 is equivalent to negative 4 plus negative 6. And when the signs are the same, we add. So the value of this expression is negative 10. All right, in problem B, we have 4/3 x for x equals negative 12. So I'm going to replace the x with parentheses, and I'll substitute in the given value, which in this case is negative 12. Now, in this problem, I can cross-cancel because 3 will go into negative 12 negative 4 times. And I'm left with 4 times negative 4, which would be negative 16. All right, problem C. We have 20 minus 4y for y equals negative 3. So write the expression and replace the variable with the parenthesis. Now plug in the number they gave you. Now be very careful on this problem because we have to follow the order of operations carefully or it would be very easy to make a mistake. So here we have parentheses and subtraction. So I want to multiply first. So this would be 20 minus 4 times negative 3, which is negative 12. Then I'll rewrite subtraction as addition of the opposite. So 20 minus negative 12 would become 20 plus 12, which would give you 32. All right, problem D. 5m squared for m equals 3. So replace the variable with parentheses. So 5 times parentheses squared, substitute in the 3. Now again, we have to follow our order of operations. which says we do exponents before we multiply. So 3 squared is the same thing as 3 times 3. So 3 squared would be 9. Then you can multiply. 5 times 9 is 45. And that concludes today's lesson, Simplifying Algebraic Expressions.